Welcome to Previously On, a podcast series created to help you through some of the most complex yet brilliant television ever made. Game of Thrones, Season 4, Episode 7, Mockingbird. Tyrion asks Jaime to be his champion in the upcoming trial by combat, but Jaime admits his left hand isn't up to much. Instead, Tyrion asks Jaime to find Bronn to fight against the Mountain, who Cersei has chosen as her champion. On the road to the Eyrie, the Hound and Arya are attacked by two criminals who were part of the Night's Watch caravan that smuggled Arya out of King's Landing after Ned's death. The Hound is bitten by one man before he kills him and asks the other why he attacked them. He explains that there's a bounty on his head for killing Lannisters and reveals that Joffrey is dead. Arya remembers the soldier as once threatening to rape her, so she stabs him in the heart. Jon returns to Castle Black and asks Alliser Thorne to block the passage through the wall to stop the Wildling army from using it. Sir Alliser refuses, as it would prevent them from doing their duties, frustrating Jon. Bronn visits Tyrion and says he won't fight on his behalf as the Lannisters have bought him off, but he also admits he's scared of the Mountain. Bronn apologises for this and they still part on friendly terms. At Dragonstone, Melisandre talks Selyse through the powders and potions she uses to make people believe they've seen the Lord of Light's power. Selyse is aware of Melisandre and Stannis' sexual relationship, but condones it as an act in service of their god. In Meereen, Daario tells Daenerys he only has two skills, fighting wars and loving women. He asks her to make proper use of him in either area, so she chooses the latter. Jorah sees Daario leaving Daenerys' chambers and advises her not to trust a sellsword. She reveals she has sent Daario and the Second Sons to retake Yunkai and execute all the Masters for betraying her. Jorah warns against this approach, so Daenerys agrees to offer the Masters a choice, her way or the highway. At their camp, Arya advises the Hound to cauterize his wound, but he refuses due to his fear of fire, emotionally explaining where the fear came from. The Mountain once sadistically burnt him. Shocked by his outburst, Arya cleans and stitches the Hound's wound for him. Brienne and Pod stop at an inn on the road and are served by Arya's friend Hot Pie. Brienne tells Hot Pie that they're looking for Sansa and has pledged to bring both Stark sisters home. As Brienne and Pod prepare to leave, Hot Pie nervously tells them that Arya is alive and is being held by the Brotherhood without banners along with the Hound. As Lysa Arryn is Sansa and Arya's only living relative with money, Brienne and Pod decide to go to the Vale in case the Stark girls are there. Tyrion, now completely resigned to death, is visited by Oberyn Martell. Oberyn remembers meeting Tyrion when he was a baby and recalls Cersei's cruelty to her newborn brother and offers to fight as Tyrion's champion, giving him the opportunity to kill the Mountain, the man who raped and murdered his sister Elia. In a courtyard at the Eyrie, Sansa asks Littlefinger why he killed Joffrey, and he says it was out of love for her mother Catelyn. He then says that in another world he might have been her father, and then kisses her. It's pretty creepy, and Sansa pulls away. Lysa has witnessed the kiss and confronts Sansa, threatening to throw her through the moon door. Littlefinger calms her down by assuring her there is only one woman he has ever loved. Lysa is relieved, but Littlefinger reveals he was talking about Catelyn and shoves her through the moon door. Thanks for listening. Hope it's been helpful. Listen, if you've enjoyed this, I would love it if you subscribed. We've got loads more shows where this came from, and we'd love you to join us for them. If you know someone who needs to get up to speed with Thrones, just send them our way. A 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts from would also be absolutely fantastic. If you've got any feedback, have I pronounced a name wrong? I hope I haven't. Or ideas for a show that we should be covering. We'll almost certainly be doing the big ones, but you never know. There may be others that we've missed. Let us know. I'd love to hear from you over on Twitter. You can find us at Previous Podcast, or just email us hello@previouslyon.co.uk. Previously On is presented by Jamie East and is a Daft Doris production.